Of course.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lords of the Night. With me, as always, your Lord of Punishment, Scribe Light. Say hi.
That broke my brain. You didn't say hi, Scribe.
I know.
But you... Okay, are you going to be like Chris Wallace tonight and not have a format?
I mix things up when I open the show.
You do this intentionally to mess me up, don't you?
You can still say hi.
I know I can. Hi, Scribe Light.
Your Lord of Pennies is here as well. Say hello, Satsu.
I get the normal one. Hello, Satsu.
I am your Lord of Pain, the Ranting Monkey, and we are here to verbally masturbate for you for 2 hours.
You know, the first time you said that, I had a problem with it. The second time, though, I still got a problem with it.
What? I think it's a good way of saying it.
I strongly disagree.
All right. How about we are going to verbally fornicate with your ears?
I believe that would be called oral sex. Monkey.
There you go.
Yes. Speaking of which, I'm going to start singing. Oh.
I hope everybody out in YouTube land is having a good time. Guys, just so you know, there have been some problems with YouTube chat tonight. If it's happening to you, what's been happening is it's been freezing up on people. The only thing we can tell you is refresh. So if that's a problem, please keep that in mind. Scribbles, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right. It was a very, 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 very busy day with had month-end billing and stuff to do, plus had a meeting. In between, I had a show, and then after that, I had to do more work. Thankfully, it's all done, wrapped up for another month, and tomorrow, fingers crossed, and of course, I'm probably jinxing myself, will be comparatively sedate. So that was my day. Satsu, how are you?
I am good, kind of. I'm fine.
Good, kind of fine. That sounds like one of my answers.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm tired. I still feel kind of sick, and I burnt the shit out of myself with hot oil. So I'm fine.
All right. I had a decent day. Woke up at a normal-ish time, and I know it's not normal for most people, but like I was up at like 2:00. I'm never up at that time anymore, and it was nice because I got to fuck with people on Twitter all day. So I'm happy and no more sore than normal. So I'm going to call this one a win. Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, movies, video games. Hit that like button and share everybody's stuff because everybody has stuff to share because we're sharing people.
That's right. We're sharing people.
How to serve man. I mean, how to serve man. Screw that up.
How to serve vagina.
Oh.
Scribbles. I know that it is a weekday, so normally there's news. Was there any today?
Why do you say that with a little lilt at the end of your sentence?
I'm trying to make it interesting.
So what is this, just like shoot Scribe down night or something? Like,
no,
I'm gonna make it interesting because every other fucking night Scribe just makes it a goddamn snore fest.
No, I try to mix up what I do, so I'm talking about myself, me. It was my question. It's not always about you, Scribe.
Narcissist.
Dark Resurrect, thank you, says howdy, Lords of the Night and Chat Hooligans, and Kyle, who says hello, chat people and Lords of the Night. Hello, this is Kyle. Thank you, gentlemen, for the donations. Scribbles, what's in the news today?
Well, we have breaking news.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Rockets strike Iraqi base where U.S. troops are located, U.S. defense official says.
Oh.
6 rockets landed near Erbil International Airport in the semi-autonomous Kurdistan region in northern Iraq on Wednesday, according to a statement released by the Ministry of Interior of the Kurdistan Regional Government. The area is semi-autonomous as compared to Chaz, which was just autonomous. I added that. U.S. defense official with direct knowledge of the latest reports. Is that just familiar with the matter in different words?
Yes.
Sounds like it. A U.S. defense official with direct knowledge of the latest reports told CNN initial indicators are that 3 rockets struck a base where U.S. troops are located, with additional rockets hitting outside the base. There are no reports of U.S. injuries or damage so far. The U.S. has some initial indications the rockets may have been larger than those typically used. Typically used by what? Okay. But officials are still trying to confirm that. What? Typically, all right.
They're bigger than the rockets they're usually shot in. Real quick, thank you, Glass Joe Biden, who says, I like trains.
I like turtles. The defense official called this attack, quote, troubling. Was the defense official British by any chance? And like the art of understatement. Because of the number of rockets involved and the possible use of larger scale weapons. The rockets were fired from the direction of Sheikh Amir, a small town in, I'm going to screw up this name, Nineveh province, which is under the control of a predominantly Shia paramilitary force, Hashad el-Shabi, according to the Interior Ministry of the Kurdistan Regional Government. It said the rockets landed in a remote area without causing any casualties. The Iraqi Defense Ministry released a statement adding, quote, on Wednesday evening, a terrorist group targeted Erbil Governorate with several missiles using a modified Kia four-wheel carrying a rocket launcher. It was a Kia? They used a Kia. All right. It was ordered to arrest the security commander in charge of the area where the rockets were fired from, and an investigation was opened immediately. It was ordered. Okay. Prime Minister of the Kurdistan region of Iraq, Masroor Barzani, strongly condemned the rocket attacks, tweeting, quote, the KRG will not tolerate any attempt to undermine Kurdistan's stability, and our response will be robust. I've spoken to the Prime Minister of Iraq, Mustafa al-Kadhimi, on the importance of holding the perpetrators accountable. Let's see, I'm skipping down a little bit. The attack comes a day after CNN reported the Trump administration told Iraqi leaders at multiple levels that it would close the U.S. embassy in Baghdad if Iranian-backed militia attacks targeting U.S. personnel in the country don't subside, demonstrating the seriousness of the consideration, according to 3 U.S. officials. So it was done in order to help oust us from the area then, I guess?
Sounds like.
Yeah. Would we call that a retreat?
No, it's keeping us from getting further. I don't understand why they would want us. We're pulling out right now. Why are you trying to piss us off?
We're trying to hasten it, maybe.
I suppose. But
I mean, because the ultimatum was that we would close the embassy in Baghdad if Iranian-backed militia attacks targeting U.S. personnel in the country don't subside. So if they keep doing it, then it hastens our exit, I guess.
But that's more than just an exit. Taking the embassy out, that's a big move. That's us saying, get your shit together, or basically we're done with you. Mm-hmm. That's more than just, all right, we're taking troops out. That's like, yeah, we're just done. So I imagine the response from the Iraqis will be pretty intense.
Well, yeah, given the fact that they basically need us there to keep any kind of anything even coming close to stability, then yeah, they're going to have to pounce on this.
Yep.
That'll be fun. Maybe. Anyway, shall we talk about something else?
Sure.
Yes, that's it.
Never mind. I'll bring it up during fucking tree time.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the ultimate elephant in the room. The coming together of unstable people fighting it out over what they want in life. Heiress sentenced to nearly 7 years in Nexium case, more than recommended sentence.
Wow.
Claire Bronfman, heiress to the Seagram liquor fortune, was sentenced to 81 months in prison Wednesday, more than the 60-month sentence prosecutors had recommended. CNN has reached out to attorneys for Bronfman for comment on the sentence. Just so you know, I'm not mispronouncing this or like doing my best. It's spelled Bronfman. Bronfman. Bronfman, 41, is the first member of Nexium, a company that marketed self-improvement programs, yeah, that's what it was, to be sentenced in the federal case that resulted in the cult-like group's founder, Keith Rainier, being convicted of sex trafficking, racketeering, sexual exploitation of a child, and human trafficking charges. She was seen entering federal court in Brooklyn wearing a dark floral mask and clutching the hand of one of her attorneys. Bronfman was one of 5 co-conspirators.
Well, I mean, at least she was wearing a mask.
Good night, everybody.
Speaking of human trafficking, hello, Drunkle.
Hey, dude.
What a segue.
That was Scribe. You're all good, mate. I know how the news works. I'll be quiet. That was literally just my segue.
He's gone already. It's over.
Oh, shit, he has. Yeah.
Scribble.
Okay. Bronfman was one of 5 co-conspirators indicted on racketeering charges in connection with Rainier's case, but her sentence was in connection with 2 charges she pleaded guilty to in April 2019, which included conspiracy to conceal and harbor people who were not in the U.S. legally for financial gain, as well as fraudulent use of identification. Bronfman has spent the last 2 years in home confinement. Seth D. Ducharme, acting U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, announced the sentence in a press release. Quote, defendant Bronfman twisted our immigration system to serve a reprehensible agenda and engaged in flagrant fraud to the detriment of her victims and in the service of a corrupt endeavor. With today's sentence, she has been held accountable for her crimes. Yeah, more so than was asked, apparently.
Wait, what was the total sentence?
81 months.
For human trafficking? That's it?
No, I'll go over it again. Conspiracy to conceal and harbor people who are not in the U.S. legally for financial gain, fraudulent use of identification, as well as racketeering.
But in the service of human trafficking. All right.
Yeah. What
It depends what kind of humans, doesn't it? Because if it's like child sex slaves, you just like, right, throw them in a volcano. But if it's like, I don't know, something lesser than that, like slaves.
Just somebody to come clean your kitchen.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I mean, even, illegal human trafficking could just be bringing them across the border. It depends what they're being, if they're being sold into something, Human trafficking doesn't necessarily imply slavery. So some are worse than others.
Fair enough.
It's a very nuanced thing, Monkey. You've got to realize that.
Isn't every signal light guilty of human trafficking?
Wow.
Every what?
Wow. He said signal light.
Signal light.
Traffic light.
Yes. I mean, it's nice to be, like, no longer the worst person on a stream again. Hi, Scribe. How you doing?
Night, everybody. Bye.
We have a birthday in chat. It is Mike R's birthday, and Mike, around here we do this. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
I hate everyone.
Happy birthday, dear Mike R.
Except Aaliyah.
I'm with Satsu on this one.
Yeah, there you
go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike. I hope you had a great one. I really do. All right. What do we...
didn't ruin it.
Lamented guy, thank you. Drunkle Sus.
Oh, God damn it. We came straight from playing Among Us.
Oh, gotcha. What's next, Scribbles?
Well, I guess we can talk about the debate.
Okay, sure.
You want to go over some CNN fact checking?
Oh yeah, I love CNN fact checking.
Oh,
all right.
Boy.
So I thought we'd start first with the Biden fact checking.
Yep.
Real quick before we do that, thank you, Mike R, who says, thanks, guys and Lords of the Night. You're welcome. Have a happy birthday, sir. And Sin, how are you?
Oh, I am doing.
You are here just in time for fact checking the debate last night.
Man, I saw one that was New York Times fact check on Biden, and people were seething mad that they dared to fact check Biden.
Oh, dude,
they would dare. The sheer audacity of it.
Well, let's do some fact checking of Biden from CNN. Go ahead, Scribbles.
Well, first off, you should know that the number of fact checks on Trump numbers about 22.
Okay.
The number of fact checks on Biden is, let's see, 1 second here. 1.
For real?
And that one, they were mad
Oh my god!
Somebody, the comment here. Let me see if I can read the comment to you because it was insane. Like I was even like, wow.
What are you yelling for?
I need a rag, please. The comment said, where is it? From Phil Lord, hashtag vote him out, hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag mask up, ratio these assholes.
Lamenti guy, thank you. Says Sanut sus.
Hey,
All right.
Okay, so now again, this is CNN. I don't know what the New York Times did, but this is CNN's fact-checking Biden's attempt to distance himself from the Green New Deal. During Tuesday night's debate, Biden was asked by moderator Chris Wallace if he supported the Green New Deal, a wide-ranging joint, non-binding resolution to combat climate change introduced by Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Senator Ed Markey. Quote,
can they just call it that it was PsyCat that made it, not AOC?
And also, the use of the word moderator for Chris Wallace is a bit rich.
He kind of did it.
Oh, just the small voice in the back. Hey, Satsu, you good, mate?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, dude. Hey. Oh.
I think I felt Scribe's blood pressure go up there.
I have psychic powers. No, I don't support the Green New Deal, Biden said. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, that's a big statement, Trump interrupted. Quote, I support the Biden plan that I put forward, Biden said, quote, which is different than what Trump calls the radical Green New Deal, unquote. Why don't you tell us about the part where he said it'd pay for itself before that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like
but
he
anyway,
almost reflexively blurted that out.
Mhm.
okay. Facts first. This needs context.
Oh god.
Biden's campaign website does say the resolution is a crucial framework for addressing climate change, but his own plan differs in several ways from the Green New Deal. In particular, Biden's plan does not include some of the GND's proposed economic actions, such as guaranteeing a job for every American. That's it. There's some additional commentary that basically expands on that, but that is their quote unquote fact check.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So
I
Now-
guess it's something.
It's something. Let's go on to the other facts first section, which is called Trump Unleashes Avalanche of Repeat Lies at First Presidential Debate.
Okay.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so-
Right. I'm in.
I think, honestly, for the sake of speed, given the number of these things, I'm going to read the assertion, and then I'm going to read the first sentence of their facts first section, because that really tells you a lot of what you need to know.
Sure.
And that's
Uh,
where you'll find well, this is true, but
Yeah, and now if you guys want me to go further, just let me know. All right, on election fraud, Trump used the debate to spread disinformation about mail-in voting and repeated many of the false claims that he's been making all year, including the lie that mail-in voting leads to massive fraud. Quote, they're sending millions of ballots all over the country. This is going to be a fraud like you've never seen. It's a rigged election, unquote. Facts first, Trump is lying.
You just lied about what he said. You said
I
he's
got
saying
mail-in.
it's been happening when he's talking. He said it's going to happen. He's making a prediction that has happened. Now, if you want to disagree with that, that's fine. But what you just quoted there was not him saying it has happened.
Well, now I read this earlier today, and I do want to read a little bit more on this because there's something else that's not being said here, but you got a super chat.
Thank you, Manic, for the lemon and the little pear there in their parade. Thank you so much.
Okay, so remember, this is CNN saying this, right?
Okay.
Trump is lying. There is no widespread fraud in U.S. elections. There are safeguards in place to prevent fraud. Tell me about Russia, CNN. Tell me about the last
Right.
4 years of bullshit with Russia.
Mhm.
Tell me about telling us how the election was all bullshit. It was Russian manipulated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Golly gee, did you just fact check yourself for like the last 4 fucking years? Pardon me.
I hate these people.
All right, moving on. Okay. So states will be dealing with a historic level of mail ballots, which poses a challenge, and there are isolated incidents of fraud. Okay,
What?
so isolated versus widespread is what the
I
is the point you're
suppose.
making. Isolated versus
I
widespread.
personally got ballots for people who not only haven't lived here in 5+ years, but the owner previously, and they hadn't lived here in like 10 years.
Okay. Poll watching. Quote, as you know today, there was a big problem, Trump said. In Philadelphia, they went in to watch. They were called poll watchers, a very safe, very nice thing. They were thrown out. They weren't allowed to watch. You know why? Because bad things happen in Philadelphia. Bad things, unquote. Earlier on Tuesday, Trump tweeted that the poll watchers were kicked out because of, quote, corruption, unquote. Other Trump campaign aides flooded social media with complaints about the incident. Facts first. Trump's version of what happened is highly misleading.
Where's the context? This needs context.
Some pro-Trump poll watchers were turned away from voting sites in Philadelphia, but local officials said this was done because poll watchers from either party are allowed only to observe voting at in-person sites on Election Day in November.
Wait, nobody's allowed to watch it when they're counting ballots early?
I don't know.
That's not cool.
I feel as though language is getting a bit messed up here, which is exactly why they wrote the headline like that, because it's going to get the kind of clicks, you know. This isn't saying that no one's allowed to watch them, but it was more of a thing about voter intimidation from what I read into it.
No, what they're talking about right here, though, is not voter. This is they're counting the absentee ballots that have already come in. You can't. There's nobody to intimidate right now because they're not going to vote.
People are still going to vote in person.
Not until Election Day, I don't think they can they?
Well, no, you're right about that, yeah. But it's a weird thing about that, though. Fucking with the whole mail balloting thing, yeah, okay, brilliant. So you can cast your vote early. It's a bit of a stupid thing to do so, but really it makes sense when people are fighting overseas and still want to cast their vote. In which case, fair enough, brilliant. But why did people only start caring about the United States Postal Service this year?
COVID.
Yeah.
So many more people want to vote by mail.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I suppose that's actually a really good answer. Yeah. All right.
Speaking of which, ballot security. Quote: they found some with the name Trump. While railing against mail-in voting, Trump cited an incident that recently took place in Pennsylvania. Quote: they found some with the name Trump, just happened to have the name Trump, just the other day in a waste paper basket. Trump said, adding, quote, they all had the name Trump on them. Unquote. Facts first. It's true that there was an incident with a small number of discarded ballots in Pennsylvania. But it's baseless for Trump to cite this as an example of, quote, voter fraud and of a, quote, rigged election. Also, he got the number wrong. There were 9 discarded ballots, of which 7 were Trump votes.
And they don't know what the other 2 were because they were sealed.
Wow. Okay.
These motherfuckers.
Postal delivery. Quote, take a look at West Virginia mailmen selling the ballots. They're being sold. They're being dumped in rivers, Trump said. Facts first. This is false. There is no evidence of postal carriers selling ballots in West Virginia. CNN affiliate WDTV reported Tuesday evening that the West Virginia Secretary of State, quote, has not reported any incidents of ballots sold by mailmen during the 2020 election, unquote.
That's
Hold on.
Specific.
Go get your super chat.
Thank you, Bearcock, who says, if you're too much of a coward to vote in person, then your vote shouldn't matter.
Yeah. But then this is how they continue. There is one known recent instance of attempted election fraud in West Virginia by a postal carrier who allegedly changed Democratic absentee ballot applications to Republican ones.
Okay.
So he didn't sell them, I guess.
He just changed them himself. All right. All right, you got him. He misquoted what happened there. All right.
Campaign spying. Trump once again accused the Obama administration, including Biden and then President Barack Obama, of spying on his campaign. Quote, there was no transition because they came after me, tried to do a coup, came after me spying on my campaign, Trump said. Facts first. Hold on. Facts first. There is no evidence Biden or Obama had any personal role in the FBI surveillance of Trump campaign advisors.
They were personally involved in the Flynn thing.
Flynn thing.
Yeah, so they had plausible deniability. That means that Trump. Okay.
There's no evidence.
That was great. There's any personal role in the FBI survey.
no
So,
way.
so there was FBI surveillance of their campaign advisors, and they're acting completely independently, had no direction from on high. Okay, all right.
Now,
Thanks, CNN.
Now, if the roles were reversed, and they were talking about Trump, for example, spying in on his, they would say, while true that Trump may not have had a personal role in it,
Yeah.
Right.
And then they come up with some reason why he's still involved. These motherfuckers are scum, dude.
And if it were the other way around, like if it were, say, Ilhan Omar, who had 4 or 5 discarded ballots, they'd be saying that the person who threw them away needs to be arrested. They need to be brought to the Supreme Court.
Of course.
Yeah, it'd be a totally different story.
The DOJ
I
needs
mean,
to get
it would
involved.
be everywhere as well. Like instead of a couple of headlines like this will be fucking CNN 24/7, mate.
I love this next one. Okay, so payments to Hunter Biden, quote, why is it, just out of curiosity, the mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million, Trump said. Facts first. This needs context.
Of course.
All right. Hunter Biden denies the allegation. His lawyer, George Meziers, or I'm probably mispronouncing that, told CNN that Hunter Biden was not an owner of the firm Senate Republicans allege received the $3.5 million payment in 2014. Okay, so there was a $3.5 million payment.
Yeah.
Quote, Hunter Biden had no interest in and was not a co-founder of Rosemont Seneca Thornton, so the claim that he was paid $3.5 million is false, the lawyer said. I got to read this whole thing because it's just amazing. A partisan investigation conducted by Senate Republicans, whose report was released this month, alleged that Elena Baturina, a Russian businesswoman and the wife of late Moscow Mayor Yuri Luzkov, sent $3.5 million in 2014 to a firm called Rosemont Seneca Thornton, and that the payment was identified as a, quote, consultancy agreement, unquote. The report did not provide any further details about the transaction. Hunter Biden was a co-founder and CEO of the investment firm Rosemont Seneca Advisors, but Meziers said Hunter Biden did not co-found Rosemont Seneca Thornton. It's not clear what connection exists between Rosemont Seneca Advisors and Rosemont Seneca Thornton.
Oh.
Hey, CNN, maybe you want to find out what it might be. Oh, wait, you're not investigators, you're journalists.
Oh, you're asking them to do actual work? How
I
dare
know. I know.
Hunter Biden resigned from that company so not to cause problems for his father. Why would that cause problems for his father if there was no issue there?
And it wasn't until what, like the last year or two or whatever that happened?
It was in October of 19.
Yeah. All right. Supreme Court and the Affordable Care Act. Do you need a laxative?
Sorry, I
quote,
fell asleep for a second there.
Okay, so regarding Judge Amy Coney Barrett, let's see. Sorry, I gotta. Okay, in an exchange about filling the Supreme Court seat left vacant by the recent death of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Biden said Trump's nominee, Judge Amy Coney Barrett, thought the Affordable Care Act is unconstitutional. The landmark Obama-era health care law is being challenged by the Trump administration in a case that's due to come before the court in November. Quote, she's written before she went on the bench, which is her right, that she thinks the Affordable Care Act is not constitutional, Biden said. Oh, is this a Biden fact check? Oh. Facts first. This needs context.
Hey.
Okay. It is unclear which of Barrett's writings Biden was referring to, but an essay Barrett wrote before she was appointed to the U.S. Seventh Circuit Court of Appeals by Trump in 2017 has generated a lot of attention since her nomination. In that essay, she criticizes Chief Justice John Roberts' rationale preserving the legislation in a 2012 challenge. Barrett does not outright say the law is unconstitutional. But at one point, Barrett refers to, quote, Roberts' devotion to constitutional avoidance, unquote. Okay. So Biden was not correct, but he might have been. I'm just a little fuzzy on it.
But we need that context.
Yeah. Let's see. Biden turned a question about the Supreme Court into a defense of the Affordable Care Act, which was enacted while he was in office. Quote, he's in the Supreme Court right now trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, which will strip 20 million people from having insurance, Biden said of Trump's support of a case coming up before the justices that could overturn the landmark health reform law. Facts first. Healthcare experts say this figure is roughly accurate. It is an estimate from the Obama administration as to how many people gained coverage under the Affordable Care Act. Okay.
Did Trump outright say, I want to get rid of this? Or is it just something that Biden's assuming because, hey, I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican?
I think it's fair to say he said he'd gotten rid of it. He wants to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Whether he's actually said it in
just
that
to know,
direct manner. Yeah.
Let's see. God, I'm not even going to get through the rest of these at all with the amount of time we got. So was there something from last night that stands out to you you'd like me to try to find here? I've got defending police, violence versus protests, Portland sheriff, 1994 crime bill, etc.
Real quick, Jordan, thank you. I thought context doesn't matter. Depends on who. On who.
There is one thing that stands out to me, but I doubt it's going to be on there.
Okay.
Because I made a video about it for Friday, and I was going through and rewatching part of the debate, and they were talking about Hunter Biden.
Yeah.
And Biden got so fucking pissed off and said, I'm talking about my son, Beau.
Yeah.
Literally nobody was talking about Beau.
Yeah, that's true.
And Trump was like, what? I don't know, Beau. I'm talking about Hunter. And he's like, he was a good boy.
Yeah, that was weird.
There was a couple of weird turns around during that fucking thing there, weren't there? Like, because Biden couldn't seem to answer a question. It would always be, whoa, what about this guy? Yeah. There was, as Ghastly said during the AAA earlier on, there was little to no talk about policy. And that's what the people really want to hear about is like, right, how do you intend to go forward? What are your policies? Not like, who's got the biggest bollocks out of the two of you?
Well, like I said when we were watching it, his strategy is, I'm going to do it while not being Trump. And that's the answer. That's a strategy. I'm going to do something, but whatever it is I do, I'm going to not be Trump while I do it.
Yeah,
and
true.
Fucking live for like, oh my God, that's so beautiful.
He could probably say, I'm going to do the same exact thing Trump is, but not be Trump.
Yeah, and people would still be like, well, at least he's not Trump while he's doing it.
At least he's not Trump. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Somebody in my Tucker Tuesday chat had a great idea. They said, Trump should say he wants to pack the Supreme Court and watch Dems immediately become against it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It might actually be the only way to get the Dems to fucking say something.
Well,
like there's obviously they've been very vocal fucking riots. Well, not the Dems, but the actual fucking people who are part of the party, as it were, as opposed to people who just support it. To actually do something for Biden to say, this is what I want to do. If he were to do that, then he would go up points.
Yeah, I said
no one is.
I said the same thing over on Facebook. If he actually starts laying out some details of whatever plan it is he claims to have, he could get the upper hand. And it was funny because there was somebody who was like, Biden clearly won that. Anybody who thinks otherwise is an idiot. I'm like, okay, I will entertain that argument. What did you learn from Biden throughout this debate?
I mean, what did you learn about Trump from that debate? It was nothing. It was a nothing burger. The whole
right,
thing
that's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm like, what did you learn about his policies? What did you learn about anything that he wanted to do? Did you figure out anything? What is it that compels you to believe that was a victory in your mind if you didn't learn anything? And they literally couldn't answer. They did not give me an answer. The bottom line is Trump was being a bully. Like that.
Of course.
That's it. That's all that we have to worry about right now.
I have seen probably 1,000 different posts between Twitter and Facebook, people going, Trump refused to condemn white supremacists.
Oh,
it's like, no, actually, that's not true, and here's why. And a guy I worked with for years and talked to outside of work, I actually went and visited him at his new job when he left. He just deleted me. He didn't say anything. He just deleted me.
Well,
that's oh, wow, dude, I thought we were cool.
It's people who are actually looking at politics as a team sport. You're on the other side of the river to me, so fuck you. I'm not going to listen to anything you say. Whereas a reasonable human being, a reasonable citizen of any country in the world would go, I'm willing to listen to what you want to say. And if it's stupid, then I'll tell you it's fucking stupid. But I'm not that scared of you making me think.
Right.
That makes sense?
It does. Real quick, over on the Streamlabs. Thank you, Evolved Potato, who says the problem with them not taking talking policy was that the majority of the questions that I remember from Wallace wasn't about them. I can't really blame either of them for not talking about policy when it wasn't asked about. That's actually kind of fair.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot to be said there. As a moderator, Wallace was god awful.
Dog shit.
Absolutely terrible.
And thank you, Pete, for that very generous donation. That is very kind of you, sir, with no message. Guys, it is time to move on to our next segment. We're actually a little bit
one
late
more
for it.
thing. Can I do one
Sure,
more thing?
please.
Who, right, everyone pick one. Who is your ideal moderator?
Scribe.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Mate. So I can hear you. Your tongue was too far up his ass then. What was that?
The Hot Ones guy.
Oh,
No, seriously, the guy from Hot Ones, the amount of research he does and just how like even keeled he is about everything, I'd go for that guy.
All right.
Morgan Freeman.
There you go.
That's a really good shout.
I am going to either say, obviously, Tucker, but he's probably a little biased, so Bill Burr.
Bill
Bill
Burr.
Burr.
No, that's my answer. Bill Burr was my answer. No shit.
Bill Burr.
Yes.
He would be the true winner. I mean, at the end of that, come November, people will be voting for Bill. The good Bill.
Let Joe Rogan do it. I wouldn't mind Joe Rogan doing it, but I don't know.
There is no way in hell Biden's going to be able to do that.
No.
Well, I mean, yeah, like Trump could, I guess. Mainly if the questions are going to be like, have you ever done DMT? I think they'd both be okay, to be honest.
Well, Trump already said he would.
Or do DMT.
No, go on to Joe Rogan's podcast.
All right. First up,
I'm
we have a
done.
story from Chicago Mike that's playing music in my fucking ear. There we go.
Yay.
Kyle Rittenhouse to sue Biden campaign for libel, says attorney.
What?
An attorney representing alleged Kenosha shooter. We saw him do it. Kyle Rittenhouse has announced plans to sue Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden and his campaign for libel on his client's behalf after Biden shared a video that appears to suggest the teenager is a white supremacist.
Now, it doesn't suggest it. It outright says it.
Wow.
Lynn Wood, Rittenhouse's civil attorney, confirmed to Fox News on Wednesday his intentions to sue former vice president and his campaign on his client's behalf just hours after Biden posted a 50-second clip to Twitter. And damn it. I hate when you get a link from Twitter on a site because it's all fucked up. But you can go to Biden's thing and you'll see it. It's this long video about how racist Trump is. So good job, Biden, because he'll probably win that suit.
You won it. You won it. Well done.
Yeah, he's most likely going to win that one.
Oh, God. Wondering, Lisa, why do you do this to me? I'm going to say that she is worse than Frosted Glass.
Uh-oh. Wow. That's saying something.
She sends articles.
Lisa, did you hang out here now? Hey, Wandering Lisa. Good to see you again, bud. She used to be one of ours. Not seen her for a while, so I'm glad to see she's still kicking.
Scribe.
None, you slut.
This is from Vice. Yeah. QAnon is no longer just America's problem. It's Europe's too.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. That just sounds like saying, we ain't got to worry about it anymore. They'll take care of it. They're smart guys over there. They'll take care of it for us.
Emily was apprehensive when she moved back to her parents' house in Hertfordshire. Why do you guys put Shire at the name of all your cities?
I mean, you moved into a place with hurt in the name, Emily.
At the beginning of the UK's lockdown.
You knew what was coming.
Like other freelancers in the creative industry, the 23-year-old had found her regular stream of work drying up and was unable to afford the extortionate.
Yeah.
That's a word?
Exorbitant?
Oh,
no.
Dude. No. I mean, the rent is like that in Hertfordshire. Oh.
It's extortionate.
No,
Okay.
They fucked up then. That's a typo.
avoid the extortionate rate in her Highbury flat.
Highbury? Oh, that's the worst place in Hertfordshire. Oh, God. Poor Emily. God, poor girl. Poor girl.
It wasn't the prospect of moving back into her childhood bedroom that she found daunting. Rather, it was the thought of being in the same house as her dad for a long stretch of time. Oh, God, it's another one of these.
Well, this is, again, why the word hurt is in Hertfordshire. No one there is fucking pure, mate. It's full of pedophiles, I swear.
Emily's
like Twitch.
God damn you. I just caught what you said there. Emily's responsibility wouldn't just be ensuring her dad didn't get the virus, but easing the pressure for her mom, who, for the past year, has had to navigate her dad's obsession with vaccines, mind control, and his belief in a secret pedophile network operating in every town and city in the UK.
I fucking told you.
I thought
Fucking knew it.
he was talking shit, didn't you?
I fucking knew it.
Sometimes, Emily tells me over Zoom, he'll be up until 2 or 3 in the morning and then will storm into the bedroom, wake up my mom, and demand that she listen to whatever theory he's obsessed with. Sir Wolfgang, thank you. I smell daddy issues.
Oh boy, don't you?
For the most
That's
part,
dark,
the theories,
even for Hertfordshire.
the theories that Emily's dad subscribes to concern secret pedophile rings and shady networks organizing international human trafficking.
But that's all real. We know it's real.
But over the
Not in
past,
Hertfordshire, it's not. That is a fucking idyllic village you're talking about right there, mate. It's one village of the year for the past 18 annual fairs.
Wait.
Are you mad?
Can you read that last sentence back, Monkey?
for the most part, the theories that Emily's dad subscribes to concern secret pedophile rings and shady networks organizing international human trafficking.
Okay, so international human trafficking.
Yes.
That is literally what we've been debating and talking about legalizing for the past 4 years.
That's it.
Here.
That's what we were talking about earlier. With,
we read a story earlier.
Yeah.
But I'm saying just coming over the border. That's human trafficking.
But in England, it's a conspiracy theory.
Fuck. They have boats of migrants coming over the border. Literal human trafficking.
Oh man, if only there was someone who you could actually talk to and ask these questions, Sinatra.
Let me get one more sentence out here. But over the past few months, no, it's a special sentence. Special sentence. Before we move on to the next story. But over the past few months, he's also been convinced of secret warehouses across London that facilitate animal abuse, that British universities have been indoctrinating people with a Marxist agenda, and that COVID has been used as cover for the erection of thousands of 5G towers designed to surveil every home in the UK.
Oh, God,
Erection
you
of what
lost
now?
me at erection. Yeah.
5 hours, son.
Oh, God. And apparently that's all QAnon related somehow further down in the article, but it's Vice, so it's way too long for me to read the whole damn thing.
Here's the thing, like, you can look at someone and go, right, what they're saying is fucking crazy right now, but that doesn't mean that everything they're saying. They could be on point about some things. There are some things that lead you on to other, and it takes you down a dark road. You go well down a rabbit hole. 5G caused COVID. All right, that's fucking stupid, isn't it? But the human trafficking thing, mate.
They make it sound like conspiracy theories never existed before this Q thing ever popped up. They've been on the internet since the internet started.
What really trips me out, though, is I always wonder, like, how these groups feel. These little small groups that, you know, just kind of started out of nowhere, that somebody happened to hear the name of, who can't get relevant to save their lives or whatever. And then the media catches on. They're like, the nefarious group. And they're just treating them like they're this big, bad, fucking amazingly nefarious group. And they're just like, we're not doing anything.
Tell us about this 4chan guy. Remember that shit? All right, our next one comes to us from Mercy of Wits. Portland mayor asks officials to end federal deputization of city's police officers. Fuck you, Ted.
I appreciate the British news, by the way, there, Monkey. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank Wandering Lisa. It was her.
Oh, well,
I read them in order, my friend. I'm not biased here.
Very well, very well.
I'd like to take credit. I'd like to say I cared that you were here.
Oof.
Oh, good God.
Don't forget, guys, their links are all down below. Make sure you follow Sinatra and Drunkle. For those of you who don't know, in Portland, they kind of hamstrung the police. So the feds came in and deputized a bunch of them so that they could still do their fucking job. And now Teddy Wheeler's upset about it. Thank you, Officer Buck. And then she'll turn around and tell you how real the patriarchy is and doctors assign genders. Yeah, probably. Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler said on Tuesday that he asked U.S. officials to end federal deputization of police officers in the city in response to months-long demonstrations of violence and disorder. Yeah. Wheeler said he asked the U.S. Attorney's Office to withdraw the designation that deputizes the officers. Quote, a key feature of the designation is that anyone who assaults a federally deputized official could be subjected to federal charges, Wheeler said in a statement, according to the news site. That's what you're worried about, you fucking prick.
Dude.
He's worried about the fucking people hitting police.
He is literally like, look, you need to stop deputizing these people because when people assault them, they get in trouble.
You've got to be shitting me. All right, I can't read the rest of that.
Fuck me, dude. Oh my God.
That one's in chat.
Monkey, I was prepared for a few things there. That was not one of them.
Me neither. I thought he was going to be like, because they're using pepper spray and we don't allow that here, or CS gas, we don't allow that. No. They might get in trouble if they assault a police officer.
The people who assault them might get federal charges, so we need to stop deputizing them. Oh, geez. That is fascinating.
No one nowhere says it gets worse. I believe you, and that's when I will cover on Monkey in the Morning when I have more time to rant. But I can't read the rest of that. I will. That's enough. Fuck that guy. I fucking hate that prick. He is getting people literally killed out there.
Oh my God, that is fascinating.
Oh. What else? Oh God. Are you guys ready for our frosted glass of the evening?
Fuck.
Nope.
Around here, Frosted Glass likes to send us articles that purposefully piss us off.
Oh, yeah.
And his article has come up. Yes, Frosted, take your ass to the corner where you believe or where you belong. From our senior corner correspondent, Frosted Glass, we have this. Telling the truth about slavery is not indoctrination.
Oh, is this about 1619?
Wait a minute. Then how come we're not allowed to talk about the fact that they were sold?
Oh, shit. I can't read it. This is an Atlantic article.
Oh, no.
no.
God, what'll I ever do? Oh, no. Oh, well.
Oh, man. That's super unfortunate.
Damn. I'm depressed now.
All right. I guess we do his next one.
Oh, well.
His next one is Twitter's got a blackface problem. Not that kind.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the real one. It's the one we made up.
Oh, Twitter, like so many other social media platforms that give us fire memes, but have also contributed to the frightening erosion of social norms and even democracy itself. We love you and hate you. Why do so many of these people think they have to write? So just tell me your fucking story.
They probably have English majors.
Probably. I didn't mean to growl so much at that part. I'm sorry, Scribe. And we always assumed you felt the same way about us. Now, though, we're beginning to think it's a little bit more of the second one. Last week, Canadian PhD student Colin Madland discovered that Twitter's algorithm had cropped an image of him and a black coworker so that only his face showed in the image preview. That began a deluge of people self-administering experiments, and time again, Twitter's algorithm failed the test, displaying Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell instead of former President Barack Obama, a golden retriever instead of a black lab. Oh my God. Did you really just compare black people to a dog?
Oh boy.
And even The Simpsons Carl instead of Lenny. This is by no means the first instance of this sort of thing. Facial recognition software and algorithms have long been terrible at reading black folks' faces, and Madeline only stumbled on this find because he was trying to figure out why Zoom kept erasing his coworker's head. Twitter has since accepted blame for not doing a stringent enough analysis of its new feature. No word yet on apologizing for the whole downfall of society thing, though.
Downfall of society thing?
Yeah, you know.
Man, the box that is these people's lives must be super fucking tiny.
I just fuck right off with that.
And that box is downfalling, Satsu.
I wonder if black mailboxes show up.
Ah, well, I can help you out there, Monkey, because if you remember on Twitter earlier on, it turns out in the UK we do now have black mailboxes for iconic post boxes in the UK. Iconic being very, very old. Had been painted black in honor of BAME peoples, which is black and ethnic minorities. Black and ethnic minorities.
Mexican ethnics.
Beam.
We don't have. No. It's BAM. It's BAM.
It's
BAME.
No, BAME is BAME. Yeah.
BAME.
Yeah.
BAME will be the one. So we got fucking black mailboxes. Which is weird because it was only fucking 2 years ago that our Prime Minister got in trouble for saying, "Oh, Muslim women in those dresses look like mailboxes," and now mailboxes look like that.
Wait, you guys have black mailboxes?
Yes.
No, four of them.
well,
Four of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, you can blame it on the BAME.
Oh, good God.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not the worst one on the stream, Sin.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do a fun one to end up.
It's
to end
close,
this.
though. It's still close.
This one comes to us from Shrouded Angel, and dear God, I hired an escort, and my best friend's mom turned up.
Whoa.
Bruh.
So, did you?
Look, I was look,
that's
you're here now.
It's the real news story, isn't it? I paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm getting my motherfucking money's worth.
Yeah, I've just it's come out of my PayPal. Fucking
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
At a certain point, I think you okay. So when I was in high school,
Oh, God.
oh
You
God,
got an escort of your friend's mom?
no, but my best friend
Jess's
fucked
mum.
another one of our friends' mom, like at a house party at his house.
Oh my
Good
God.
God.
And
You lived the ending of American Pie.
Yes.
yeah, and everybody knew about it except for the kid whose mom got fucked.
Ah!
And then finally one day they got into an argument. He's like, "I fucked your mom." He's like, "Yeah, sure you did." He's like, "No, I really did."
I seriously,
Ultimate. I fucked
your little brother's name is going to be Kevin.
Okay, I got a couple of donations here. Sanguine, thank you. I love / hate that the crux of Wheeler's article was stop. You are circumventing my attempts to make it legal to assault cops, fire, and EMS by making it a federal crime, and thus must stop because those are the people that vote for my party. And stop talking about that article. I'm getting pissed off all over. I fucking hate that dickhead. Not you, Sanguine. Sorry, Wheeler.
No,
Terry,
you, Sinatra.
Thank you, Terry, who says BAME is black, Asian, and minority ethnic.
That's the one. Thank you, Terry.
And Frosted Glass, god damn it. Black mailboxes, mail will always show up late now.
Oh.
But it's got hot sauce. Anyway,
No,
since
I
joining
got
the
all
Army
that.
6 years ago,
Might
James
have
has
some
found it
holes in it.
difficult to hold down a relationship.
Oh,
His
man.
job means he's away for long periods at a time, which makes dating and finding someone special extremely tricky. However, he missed the physical sides of a relationship, so he decided to try hiring escorts, saying he, quote, makes the best of a unique situation. It's not that unique. Lots of people are in the military, sir.
So,
His fun, sexy nights have become part of his normal routine, and he's never thought too much of it until one evening when things got very, very weird. when one of his anonymous bookings
Come on.
ended up being his mate's mom. The site he used saw him order an escort using just photos of the woman's body, but you couldn't see the face.
Oh, great.
I was always buzzing. I have always had a thing for MILFs look, so for the MILF look, so I decided to go for a woman who had a sexy head mistress vibe.
All right.
She didn't show her face in the photos, but her body and what she said on her profile was enough to grab my attention. Nobody wants to know this. Did you do it?
All right.
This is really where it comes down to it, though, isn't it? We're going, so you were presented with a chance. That's fantastic, mate. You must have felt fucking fantastic for yourself when you were peaking in high school, and now the rest of your life is so bad that you have to write an article. By that time, you almost fucked your mate's mum. But did you do it?
I have the answer.
Oh, shit.
I have the answer. He said, I opened the door, and who stood in front of me? My best friend's mom. I just thought, shit, this is awkward. He claims that while he had no idea what to do, the friend's mom took control of the situation and acted as if they didn't know each other. He said, she proceeded with the appointment like we didn't know each other. I was obviously attracted to her. It was weird turn of events, but actually added to the excitement. You want what you can't have, and I knew I shouldn't carry on. There wasn't exactly much talking going on. We got right to it. No messing about. He fucked his friend's whore mom.
Weird one.
Oh, well, no, hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
She fucked him.
Okay. His friend's whore mom fucked him.
Yeah, because that's explicitly what was stated there.
And see, this is even better than your story, because if he gets in an argument with his friend Sinatra, he can go, your mom's a whore.
Yeah, dude, she fucked the shit out of me, dude.
Your mom's a whore.
But at the same time, you're admitting to paying a whore.
But,
although their mum is the whore. I mean, you win. No one wins, but you come off as less.
You're a little
of
better
a
off,
loser.
yeah.
Okay, wait, we should at least talk about the silver linings. She is a professional, though.
Yeah.
I have dated a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
Cuck.
Knowingly?
No. I found out she was a prostitute and we broke up.
At the end of the date.
Yeah.
The moment she asked for my PayPal, I was like, whoa, what?
I need a credit card.
He was handing her the towel to wipe her face, like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
I got you on an escort website and you're a prostitute? Why, I never.
You think he reordered that same woman?
I was seeing her
man, you know.
I was seeing her for 2 weeks, right? And it was only when she said that I was just like, no, I mean, I can't do that. But, plus side, a prostitute shagged me for free.
Yeah,
That's a big bonus. That's a huge thing.
You don't want to pay for
self-esteem,
herpes.
Well, I mean, I paid in the end.
Wow. Wait, she used a strap on? What?
But you don't realize how sex works, do you, Scribe?
He does.
Do you? Oh, he don't. Oh.
It's just really weird with his kind.
What do you mean?
He paid in the end? Like, never mind. Whatever.
I got what you were saying.
I know. Never mind. I can't beat blame it on the BAME, so never mind.
Blame it on the BAME is going to be
blame it on the
high
boogie
point.
instead.
Yeah.
All right, guys. YouTube time. Satsu, what you been up to?
Man, fuck you.
Good night, everybody.
That was hurtful.
That was hurtful. Yeah, that hurt me by proxy.
Fucking asking me questions and shit.
Ask questions he can't answer.
I didn't do much today. I actually have a backlog of cooking videos that I have been working on, but because I've been working so hard and I haven't been feeling good, I'm like, fuck that shit. So I didn't really do anything today as far as YouTube is concerned. I was going to do a stream today talking about the whole tax thing.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I couldn't work up enough frustration. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that either. So,
you know what I do in that case? I just start doing it and the frustration comes as I talk.
I get that.
Probably a good
generally.
But at that point, I'm just like, man, because Aaliyah at that squishy, she hasn't been getting off until 3 lately because there's some shit going on at her job, so she's been working a little bit of overtime. And whenever I'm talking loud and for a long time, Aaliyah gets like crazy. You guys remember that skit about Bill Burr and his and how he thinks his anger is like rubbing off on his dog?
Yeah,
I think
it's crazy ass dog as well. The fucking.
I think that's happening with Aaliyah because whenever I get like pissed off and I'm talking around the store, she's behind me like, "Oh fuck this shit." I'm like, Lily, calm down, man. It's okay.
All right, Scribbles, what you been up to?
Well, I did a TED Excellence today with Tailed Feature.
No shit.
It was a Scottish inspirational speaker telling us how to build self-confidence.
Oh.
And the entire thing played out like the cheapest sort of corporate team building exercise you could imagine. His entire shtick was basically Hallmark card platitudes and like quasi audience participation type deals. So as a TEDx talk, it was about as inoffensive as you could imagine, because even though it was kind of talking down to most people because he was saying things that are basically common sense or just like nonsense sort of inspirational poster type deals. It gave Tailed and I a chance to, basically make fun of ourselves in our mutual self-confidence issues and a bunch of other things. And also make fun of him because he was being a little. My theory was that he actually has a whole bunch of psychological problems, and being up on a stage telling people how to gain self-confidence is him trying to convince himself that he's not a terrible wretch of a person.
Doesn't seem like a million miles off, mate. To be honest, you know.
Yeah, but So it was. But the talk itself, if I tried to do it by myself, it would have been. I would have been reaching real hard to try to find something entertaining out of it, but doing it in tandem with Tailed and having fun and joking around was great. And it was nice to talk to him. Hadn't hung out with him in a while, and still trying to get Dave Mustaine to pay attention to his Megadeth cover.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys don't know, go look up the channel Scottish Feature, which is Tailed's alternate channel where he puts up music and stuff. He's got a cover there of a Megadeth song, and
That's
you need
his
to retweet that out.
now.
Yeah, you need to retweet that out to Dave Mustaine of Megadeth and get Dave Mustaine to take a look at that. And so otherwise, tomorrow, Satsu, are you still free tomorrow to do part 2 of the raising baby deal?
What was that, like 3 my time?
Yes.
I should be.
Okay, I'll check in with you tomorrow morning-ish my time, and if it is, cool. If not, it's all right.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. Squishy's off, so it should be okay. But she was talking about doing laundry, so I'll let you know. Okay, yeah, I'll check in with you. But otherwise, So either tomorrow I'll do part 2 of the bringing up anti-racist baby with Satsu, or I may do a different TED Excellence. So that's what I've been up to.
Junko, what you been up to?
Unfortunately, buddy, a whole lot of day jobbing. Everyone wants their fucking offices sanitized. So hopefully, good God, COVID wave 2, sanitize my shit. There's actually one place where I clean, where there's like for every 3 desks there are, right, only one of them can someone work on them. So they do this whole thing where they put on coloured stickers, and the cleaners, that is me, has to come in and change the stickers and go, right, this one's been sanitized. So I've found when I come home, I'll like go to the bathroom or something later on, and there's these fucking red stickers on the floor. Like, what the fuck? They follow me home, monkey.
Those are your herpes scabs falling off.
I hope so. They need to go somewhere. I got to stop just ingesting them.
Mixed.
Yeah. So new video out Friday. Unfortunately, a lot of work on recently, so I've had to work more, which means less videos. But video Friday is Rowan Ellis on saying why 29 superheroes should have been gay. I've not even watched the video. I just watched the fucking title and went, that's mine. That's mine. I'm doing that shit. And of course, me and Phil Gilmore tomorrow are going to be doing a pre-The Boys stream. Everyone knows The Boys over on Amazon Prime. Me and Phil, big fans of the show. We're going to be chatting about what has happened, what could happen, and then we'll be playing a little game. And tomorrow, our special guest is actually Sinatra Says.
I got the video. Thanks.
Sin, what you been up to?
Oh man. Okay, I put out a video on the main channel today, a video on the second channel
mine
today.
was bullshit. Here we go. Fuck.
I did the Tucker Tuesday and the debate stream last night, which ended up into you guys. It was fun. I have a video planned for Friday. I don't have any creepypastas planned for the future because none of the stories I'm working on are ready for the next part. So unless I can land this other one, I'm kind of jockeying at least for this week, I don't have one planned. I have one I'm working on that's going to be about 2 hours, but it's a Halloween special, so it'll come out on Halloween. And dude, I'm doing so much shit. Just stay abreast on all of my shit. My Twitter, my main channel, my second channel, the Creepypasta channel. Stay abreast on all of that.
Abreast.
I love that neither one of you mentioned you were on AAA tonight.
Wait, did that? Oh, that was tonight. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we did the game stream.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway, let's see.
Where?
Oh, and AAA meeting on my channel Friday.
That's going to happen too. Weird.
Yeah, indeed. I did a Monkey in the Morning. I did a couple of game streams, I think, and I did a short video because that Biden thing really pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Him saying I'm not going to answer a question for fucking real.
A ranting monkey short. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
So those are all out there, and now it's time for the Humpetry, my favorite part of the show when we get to talk about stupid people.
It's all about Drunkle. I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back.
No, I'm gonna talk about Drunkle, and by the time Sinatra gets back, he has no talking points.
Satsu, I know you saw it today. Give me some stupid.
Okay. Well, I accidentally stumbled into an idiot that both Monkey and Scribbles have dealt with before, and I don't think I've ever encountered this person. I heard you guys talk about him, and today was the day to fuck with Satsu, you know. So I'm just like, well, I'm gonna be responding to everybody.
Wait, what today?
Yeah.
I thought it was every other day. I've got it on my fucking calendar. This is the day I give you a bit of time off. Good God, man. You played me like a fool. Like a fool.
Well, you are a fool.
All right.
You walked into it.
Yeah, face first. So
as
Monkey,
is my duty as a fool. Sorry,
Monkey was
Satsu.
going back and forth with this dude, right? So in response to Monkey talking about the fact that Biden didn't answer the question, the dude stated that, sorry, Monkey, I'm gonna, because
No, go ahead.
I'm about to say, I need you for my context. He said, more proof of ignorance of how Congress works. Also proof of the immense support that Ranting Monkey has for Trump, and he will carry water for him until the bitter end. Now, obviously, Monkey's not a Trump supporter. And he said, just because Ranting Monkey doesn't understand how Congress understand how Congress works, I think he meant. That doesn't mean that Chris Wallace and Biden does not. So he elaborated because Monkey was like, okay, well, let's hear what the fuck you're on about now. This was his answer to why Biden did not answer the question. He said Biden cannot pack the courts without a majority in the Senate, and the majority in the Senate would have to agree to pack the courts. The president isn't able to unilaterally pack the courts. I'm sorry for having to explain the Constitution to you. You should give it a read.
Yeah, I should give the Constitution a read, you guys.
Mind you, the question was, hey, Biden, are you going to try to do this thing when you get into office? It was a yes or no. They didn't say, Biden, what are the logistics and steps you are going to take to accomplish said thing? Because they couldn't ask him that because they were trying to confirm if he was even going to attempt to do it, which he refused to answer. So I responded, I was seriously expecting some type of real point here, and basically said what I just said. They asked what he intended to do. They didn't ask him about the logistics on getting it done. And this motherfucker says to me, logistics is how laws get passed, moron. I know you cheer on Trump avoiding legalities, but that's what 10 pot dictators do.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the fuck a 10 pot dictator is?
Well, I think about tin pot or tin horn dictator. Yeah, it's like a cheap, like a short-term dictator of a country. You know, like a banana republic kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I've
that's
heard
what
the
it
same thing with foil.
Are they actual dictators?
Well, it's an actual term referring to a weak, you know, sort of like momentary dictator. Yeah, short-lived is a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was wondering, I'm very curious about that, because I'm like, the one difference that I see between 10 pot dictators and Trump is one's a dictator, the other was voted in legally. So I didn't really understand the point that he was trying to make, but he is convinced. He is totally convinced that I am a full-on Trump supporter because of the statement, the one random statement I made about Biden.
This guy is my favorite toy. He is my favorite toy because he makes me look smarter than I actually am.
Who?
You on about Satsu?
No, the UFO answer over on Twitter.
Sounds like you're on about Satsu, mate.
Yeah, that was pretty sus. So I was like,
it's not just me who heard that,
Don't
is it?
come here and try to
heard
bring
that as well.
the kind of drama you guys have on AAA between each other to us. We are a cohesive
We
unit.
have no drama. We are the epitome of solidarity.
Why don't you be this funny on your show?
I knew a guy who said the exact same thing, Drunkle. I'm just putting that out there.
All right, quote it.
All right, let's see.
Yeah. What now?
That was my Twitter fucketry.
All right, man. I'm just saying I got a taser aimed at you.
All right, well, I'm black, so just remember that.
How does that work in your favor right now, Satsu?
melanin is more conductive for taser volts.
That's what I've
Hide
heard.
behind a black mailbox.
That's science. Oh, God damn it. It's called a post box. All right.
Oh my God. So over on Facebook, there was a whole lot of talk about, obviously, the debates and stuff. And like I said before, there seems to be a lot of people who have come to the conclusion that Biden won. And nobody has really been able to explain why or how.
Out of one debate of three as well. But Biden, how does one win a debate? I don't think if it's really that much of an important debate as this one was, there's no winner. There are just people that have been kind of, if anything, the aim here is to sway people, not to win.
Well, but I think that's like the conditions of victory. Like how effective were they at said thing? And
so how many swing voters have now decided to go either red or blue? You can't count that. So who knows who won?
Well, realistically speaking, there shouldn't be any if they actually paid attention to what the fuck was going on.
Oh, no. Well, they're all voted third.
Oh, yeah.
JoJo. They're going JoJo.
She's fucking insane, too.
Oh, they're all fucking... You gotta be insane to run for president. You have to be. I swear that's a job fucking requirement, man. No person in their right mind goes, I want that job. Because it's the worst job in the world.
Well, let me see if I can find... I'm trying to find the specific... there was one particular conversation.
While you're looking real quick, guys, I just saw on Twitter that YouTube said the chat issue is fixed. So if you have more issues, please do let me know.
Love that. And people who let me know earlier on, 18 minutes. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I was getting into the conversation and indeed the listening of Sanguine Men who threw $5 to streamlabs.com/drunkenuncle to say, did they swap BAME from BIPOC? Because over there they finally realised the English are indigenous. It's a dodgy one, but that could... I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Pete for $50 said horsecock, and he already said that he gave Monkey a 50. And we haven't had a horsecock on here for a while, so guess what, guys?
Get it out, man.
Time for the horsey cock.
It is.
Flash that meat! Cause there is no cock like horse cock. Send your asshole into shock. You need horse cock, of course cock. Grab the loop and slam the day away.
I'm pausing it real quick. I do this because it drives people insane. Just here, it's driving random insane, so it's all the more worth it.
And I love it.
He's driven us insane with his shit puns.
As I take more here come the claps. Horse cock, shut the door and turn the lock. Is your cock a horse cock? You will never hear me say nay.
Fantabulous. Thank you, Pete.
I love that song.
I love that song.
I do. It's catchy.
It is.
Satsu, did you find it?
It doesn't matter.
No, if you found it, do it.
No, it's I've used up too much time as it is.
Do the thing.
We got time.
No, because it wasn't what I thought it was. This was
okay.
There was a time when you would do what we tell you to do, so just fucking get on with it.
You're supposed to do everything I tell you. I have heard that before.
Who was that? Fucking
I don't know, but the post that I saw says there's something super feminine about a dude looking at his phone in public. And somebody responded, yes, it equals a lack of situational awareness, which is a primal instinct for men with testosterone. Men are supposed to be guardians.
So looking at your phone is
feminine.
Now,
all right. Well, eat me.
Well, that is feminine.
Now I'm just curious what steps it takes for your masculinity to be that fragile.
That's somebody who grew up in a house with no dad.
I'm just like, dude, really? Men looking at their phones in public is like, that's feminine to you.
Well,
yeah.
Isn't looking at your phone part of situational awareness? Like,
they could be looking at nudes.
Yeah.
What's more masculine than that? You know,
could be looking
knowing
at
that somebody's coming up behind you with the garrote.
All right,
look,
so
they're using their phone as a mirror to look behind them.
Yeah, they got the camera turned around to selfie mode, and they're watching behind them, just in case someone comes up with a garrote. That is the most masculine thing I can think of, Sinatra.
I look at my phone in public just in case I ever need to have an abortion.
See? And look.
That's why I look at his phone as well.
If you want me not to look at my phone in public, just tell your mom to stop texting.
There you go.
Easy.
Done and done.
Easy.
Scribbles, what you got tonight?
Oh, was that one person's fucking fuckery story? Was that one Holy shit.
Well, we did interrupt with horsecock.
Yeah, imagine it taking this long to get through one person's stuff.
Oh.
I've never seen your stuff.
Look.
Send me a DM of your stuff.
That's a lot of blackness to get through, Scribe.
So, a couple of digs at Chris Wallace. Associated Press said, please let him speak, Mr. President. Fox News' Chris Wallace continually expressed frustration with his role of trying to control the first presidential debate as its moderator. And I said, Chris Wallace had no contingency plan if his invisible man gambit failed. Any reading of Trump or Biden's past debates would have clued him into this. If you want the debates to be freeform, don't try to control them. If you want them to be ordered, rigidly structure them.
Yeah.
And in similar vein, let's see, something else where Chris Wallace was quoted as saying, quote, I'm just sad with the way last night turned out. And I said,
well,
maybe
you should have done a better fucking job then.
As a moderator, that was kind of your thing.
I said maybe Chris Wallace should have chosen whether to be hands-off as he said he would be or as structured as he ended up trying to make it. Trump/Biden are responsible for themselves, but Chris came across like a petulant and green amateur.
He really did.
Fuck, yes. Totally. 100%. Agreed.
Let's see. Was that anything else? I had a relatively busy day work-wise, so I think... Oh, I made fun of the whole PewDiePie picture that's going around of him before and after, him all buffing out.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
There's a picture of him like old school PewDiePie, and then there's him now. He's all jacked, and I just said, "This is your PewDiePie. This is your PewDiePie on Gamergate. Any questions?"
Yeah, dude, I saw that same tweet and it said somebody was like, "What happened to him?" And
He quit Twitter.
no, somebody said he said the N-word.
Oh,
yeah.
God. Oh, shit. Oh, that's way better.
Let's
Censorship freely. You got to beef up.
And actually, I think that's pretty much. Oh, there was a rumor going around. This is complete nerd stuff, but there's a rumor going around that Keanu Reeves might become Ghost Rider in the MCU.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
whoa.
yes. Yeah.
And I'm not actually that jazzed about it because if anybody's watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and saw Gabriel Luna playing Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider, he did a great job and he was way underused. He really should get his own, like, if not his own movie, his own like Disney Plus show so he can like cross over with Moon Knight or Blade when they finally bring those characters in. But yeah, I was just like, I mean, if Keanu Reeves ends up as Johnny Blaze, first and foremost, they'd better dye his hair red. I'm sorry, he's got to have red hair. He's got to be a ginger. And if they do that, all right. But I'd really prefer they just extend, because Gabriel Luna is already part of the MCU, extended in the TV shows. I know those aren't technically canon, but all the same, he did a great job, and his character was really underused.
Yeah.
So I'd say that.
I've got to say, man, because I've been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ever so recently. It's very hard to get into, but I'm trying my best, you know? So if you're saying that there's like a really, really good Ghost Rider towards the end, then yeah, I'll stick with it.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the first 2 seasons or so, it's really shaky because they had to really balance what they were doing versus the movies that were coming out. Yeah. But at a certain point around season 3-ish, they just departed into their own thing, became much more free with what they were doing.
That's what you want to see, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you can wade through the first couple seasons, they're really good episodes and they're then it starts really picking up steam, and by the end of the series, it's one of those like guilty pleasures because you really get the sense that everybody on the show really likes each other and they're having a lot of fun, and the writers make sure that everything matters. Like they almost, except for one episode, one infamous episode, nearly every major plot point or character that appears in the show in some way, shape, or form makes a comeback or has a relevance later in the series, and it's really nice to see.
Boo.
I know. That's
real quick. Got a couple of super chats. Understatement referring to the one Satsu was talking about. I bet that same woman would be annoyed if a guy didn't immediately text her back, which would require a guy to look down at his phone in public.
Yes.
And Officer Buck, thank you. Sarcastically, are you excited for the Miss Marvel series? They got their lead actor now.
Yeah, no. I didn't care about the character. I don't care about him now.
I'm excited about most of these things, though, to be honest. If there's something that I'm interested in and they go, we're doing a series of it, then of course I'm excited. There is a skepticism of, how are they going to fuck it up? But you're never going to look forward to anything if you just go with that train of thought, you know? You got to look forward to things, man.
I do look forward to things. You know what I look forward to?
Being disappointed.
The end of yeah, this is the end.
I look forward
to
Drunkle's fucketry. What you got, man?
Oh no, you don't want my fucking. All I got was an argument on Twitter today between you know Sophane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know you fucking know Sophane Satsu. I love your work, by the way, mate.
Dude, that was some fucking shit. The only reason I saw that post is because somebody screenshot it. I'm like, yep, still dumb.
This is where Sophane is bringing up one of Blair White's tweets saying, oh, fucking, what was it, Antifa and white supremacy?
Yeah.
Both being extremists and everything. And Sophane comes forward going, oh, imagine thinking they're the same. They are categorically the same thing. They are extremes of both ends. And I disagree with all of them. Extremism is bad. We can all agree on that, right, Sophane? No.
Mm-mm.
No. If you're comparing the two, then you are automatically a fascist, sir. Automatically. This is where I'm coming back with a fucking meme from 2015 going, everyone I disagree with is Hitler. You know, the one with him on a sled?
Yes.
So I just fucking bust that at him. He's going, I hate 2015. I'm like, mate, for a progressive, you have not progressed past this fucking time.
Yep.
Right, you are still doing that shit if everyone I disagree with is literally Hitler.
He's actually regressed
no
to
reply.
that point.
No reply, monkey. Nothing off of him.
He regressed to that point because he used to be the one who would post that fucking thing.
Yeah.
If you am I allowed to say they're similar if I'm watching an Antifa member shout in a black cop's face the N-word? Because I've seen that.
Well, it ain't a good thing. I think we can all agree on that. It's not a good thing.
I feel like it's comparable to white supremacists.
Well, somebody else put up a post that was very similar. Like, the people who use the both sides are bad argument do realize how stupid and pointless that argument is, right? Then I'm like, okay, well, take a pick. Who do you like better, rapists or murderers? And don't give me that fucking both sides are bad bullshit. Be a man and tell me which one's better. Which one do you prefer?
None of this fucking no true Scotsman crap.
Yeah.
Right, the amount of times I've seen, because I go on Reddit fucking every time I need to poo. So I'm looking at the comments on Reddit and looking at all the protests in fucking Portland and Kenosha and everything, and the amount of people in the comments saying, oh, this was obviously right-wing people who started this to make the left-wing look bad. I'm going, you are a massive, massive void of intelligence. You are so fucking dumb if you think that you see something like this and go, oh, it must be my opposition. For goodness sake, part of your humanity is realizing that you are an asshole, just as the same as anyone else is. And anyone else you meet, there's no pure people, there's no truly evil people. Everyone's in between. It goes up and down, don't get me wrong, serial killers, child rapists, Nancy Pelosi. But most people are in between.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Oh, boy.
Okay, Sin, what you got tonight?
Not too much. Just one guy on Twitter. Let me read it verbatim. I can't wait till you Proud Boy cucks get to see how many of us soy boy liberals are armed to the fucking teeth. Stand the fuck down, you bigot ass piece of shit. And he posted a picture of himself with an airsoft gun.
Oh, good God.
Please, for what? Did you reply?
Sinatra,
I just quote tweeted it with the gif of Bender going, oh, let me laugh. Oh, wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Your gain is sodomizing my ear right now.
Is it that bad? Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
You're peeking a little, yeah. Real quick, Oki, thank you. Do we get Waz Lee versus
That
not
should
as
be
funny
done,
Waz Lee battle?
Oh, bruh, I miss Wosley. He used to be brilliant.
No, dude, Wosley, Sophane, and Dusty are in my I will never fucking speak to these people ever again list.
I get that. I left a fucking. I think I'm blocked from Wosley's channel
that
now
better
because
now?
I said I miss when you were good. But Wosley is early.
He used to be brilliant. You're right.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Pincalo, thank you. Sinatra, show the picture I replied with.
I don't see it. Oh, it's a
what
picture
else
of
you got?
him. Yeah, it's bad.
What else you got, Sin?
That's it. Just that one. That's the only thing we're talking about, really.
All right. I want to share this one. It's gone around several people. The first one I saw it with was Hate Camel. He said, man, I've been tired of all these remakes, but this new ET is lit.
I saw that.
There's the video. I apologize for entering it into your life.
That's bloody sinister. That's fucking. Oh, good God.
Oki, thank you. Drunkle is not as funny as Waz Lee. Still good, though. Drunkle is funnier than Waz Lee. Drunkle's the funniest fucker on the internet, and I hate him for it.
I disagree, buddy. I disagree. I mean,
well,
Sinatra
our
will also
opinions.
quite rightly disagree.
Look, there's lots of funny people out there. My book, you got the top.
I love that. And I love you.
Going back to the argument that Satsu was referencing earlier, I get called so many things on YouTube or on Twitter that it some of them just really amaze me. This guy, he goes, I get it though. You're worried that the Supreme Court won't descend back to the times before Brown v. Board of Education and install Christian fundamentalist judicial system for at least the next 40 years.
Oh, God.
Somehow, by me saying I want Biden to answer whether or not he's going to stack the court,
Yeah.
I become a racist Bible thumper.
Weird, isn't it? Weird. I mean, I don't mean to repeat myself in 2015 here, Monkey, but everyone I don't like is literally Hitler.
Thank you, Okie Native. That's an example of how to be racist against Brits.
Ha! Joke's on you, that's xenophobia, you dick! Get it right!
This one it goes to that amazing.
That was a long pause. I
have this
Scribe?
argument so often. But this guy, what's his name? What does he do? His name is Salt over on Twitter. Salty Dan, that's it. He has a channel that's rather popular. It's got like 100 or some odd thousand people who watch it.
Right.
He said, okay, follow up to everyone about voting third party. I'm really sorry, but don't. Popularity-wise, it's going to be Biden or Trump. Voting third party during this election is sadly the same as not voting at all. Please just vote Biden. He is sadly the only chance we have right now. Here's the thing. He's not necessarily wrong. It's going to be Trump or Biden. That's the way it is in our country.
Yeah.
But voting third party or doing as I do and writing in, you're still voting. And
Yes. Thank you.
you will never have a third party if everybody's answer all the time is, well, those people are going to lose, so I have to vote for this one. Okay, either Trump or Biden's going to lose. If you vote for one of them and you're wrong, you just wasted your vote, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. This is what pisses me off more, is that use, the word waste here, Monkey.
Yeah.
They go, if you vote third party, you're wasting your vote. I'm not wasting my vote. I am voting. This is a democratic process. This is my right as a citizen. And frankly, to suggest that if I vote in any particular way that doesn't appease you is a waste is fucking un-American.
Indeed. It is absolutely insane, and I'm tired of hearing that fuck. That's why there was that pause. I had to brace myself because that argument pisses me off.
It pisses me off. I don't fucking live there, you old prick.
Guys, we will get to question time in a minute, but I'm not done, so hang in there.
There's every fucking election. You remember 2016 when fucking Clinton went, now, this is my Clinton. Now is not the time for a protest vote. Now is not the time for name me one election where they went, do you know what? If you want to do a protest vote, it's fine.
That is not nearly as terrible as her voice is. It would be, now is not the time for a protest vote.
It's the closest thing I've ever got to a compliment from you right now.
Give me a 1 if Drunko was closer to Clinton, and a 2 if it was Sinatra. I'm torn myself.
I don't think you are.
I got a donation from Always Lost on Nothing Else who says, donation 216. Don't look at this donation.
That's an SCP. You're dead, man.
All right.
What else do we have here?
I totally agree with you, though, Monkey. When people say this is, if you do that, it's a wasted vote. No, it's not. You're in a democracy. There's no such thing as a wasted vote, and that is the most American thing that anyone outside of the fucking US borders can say. There's no such thing as a wasted vote. You take me on that. You write a fucking check and you take it to your bank, but afterwards you take it to your polling station because Drunkle said fucking vote.
Look, I even think if you make the choice not to vote because you don't like anybody, I count that as a vote too. If you're doing it because you're just lazy and you're like, I don't want to vote, then you're wasting your vote. But anybody who's informed and makes a choice, that's a vote.
Name me one time when a fucking election has happened and not one of the fucking nominees have said, protest vote right now is not the time to protest vote right. They say that every time because they don't want third party. This is where the Democrats and the Republicans are working together going, look, it's going to be one of us or it's going to be the other one of us. But between us, we got this shit sewn up, right? Make sure
Why does the Brit get this better than Americans for fuck's sake?
Because I have got a better understanding of American politics than most fucking Democrats, mate. That's fucking why. And that was said about me.
I want to hug you, man.
I want to hug you, Monkey.
For the record, you won the vote on who did a better Clinton.
No shit.
Yeah. Chucky Schumer.
They say the democracy after all. I take it all back.
They were all wasted votes. Chucky Schumer said, Senator McConnell called it a joke that Justice Barrett might pose a risk to any American's health care. This is not a joke to the American people. This is not a joke to the 20 million people who could lose their health insurance if the ACA is struck down. We won't stop fighting. The ACA was pushed through without the approval of the American people. Now, the voting happened, election have consequences, fine. But if you go and look, the ACA didn't actually gain any kind of real popularity until after Trump was elected.
Weird.
There are very few times where it even breaks 50% approval all through Obama's administration.
No one gave a shit. No. I only learned about the fucking electoral college when Trump got elected. Before that, blissfully unaware of it. When it was Obama, anyone before that? Oh, is it?
Wrong thing. Yeah, this is the Health Care Act.
Oh, God damn it.
Obamacare.
Oh, I knew about. Oh, Obamacare.
Yeah.
Right.
The ACA,
I've heard that word as well.
Affordable Health Care Act. It's amazing to me how much they care about Americans' opinions now that it's on their side. When they were pushing this shit through with some really weird backroom deals, they didn't give a shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
Suck me, Chuck. What else do we have here? Nope, not that one. Not that. Okay, this is the last one I'll do. There was another argument today about whether J.K. Rowling is a transphobe.
Right, I can weigh in on this.
Here's what this person said, because they were asked to give proof of anything that she's ever written that was transphobic, and this person wrote, how about her new 900-page novel, Troubled Blood, where the serial killer is literally a man who dresses up as a woman so he can murder women like a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Yeah. So you mean non-fiction. Okay.
You mean a cross-dresser?
Well, I mean, it's still fiction, but it's based on non-fiction. It's happened.
Sure. But this would be a cross-dresser, not a trans person.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're weighing in on here. Okay. All right. Interesting. Tell me more.
Sanguine for 5. How did you manage to merge Hillary and Kennedy? Also, what would that abomination be? HRK? HKC? HRK.
I like HRK. Sounds more world-endy.
No,
it sounds more like HIV, doesn't it? That's the thing.
Irate Prostate in chat says transvestite. We're not supposed to say that anymore. It's cross-dresser now is the best you can do. So
it's a cross in the latest novel. It's a cross-dresser who is a serial killer in favor of killing women.
Yes. And the trans community is like, she's transphobic. She's suggesting that men are going to dress up as women to kill them. Well, it happens.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
She's not suggesting that at all in this book. She's literally saying that this man dressed up like a woman.
I mean, to be honest, it's completely different when you say that men fucking kill transvestites when they find out they're men. You know? Yeah. So it's a nice turnaround from that. Maybe you don't like it. We didn't like it either, to be honest. Let's just say that's a bad spin, shall we?
I'm just tired of this narrative that she's some kind of transphobe when she's clearly not. She's come out in favor of trans rights many times. The only time she hasn't is when it was the woman who got fired for saying that, well, trans women aren't actually women.
Yes.
Which is science.
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, what people are trying to do is change the way we speak, whereas the people who are saying don't fuck with the way I speak are basing it on science. So it's we're not really understanding each other on both sides here. We're both arguing different things.
Oh, I understand them just fine. I think they're just a bunch of whiny little bitches.
Oh, don't get me wrong. But I mean, I spend a lot of time trying to rationalize what they're thinking here. It's the same as the abortion thing. You've got the right side is saying, fucking don't kill babies. Right? And the left side is saying, fuck it. It's part of my body. But the right side is also saying, no, it's not a part of your body. It's a separate life. So they're not arguing the same thing here. You've got a little bit of Wow, what would be the word? The ends aren't meeting. You're not arguing the same thing. This is exactly what's happening with J.K. Rowling, because she has been fervently fucking pro-LGBT, pro-fucking woke. Give me the acronyms. That's been her for the past couple of years. And it has pissed me off because retroactively, she's actually changed her fucking characters to go, oh, turns out she was black. She wasn't. He used the word pale. Joanne, fucking look at your own writing right now. But if that's what she wants to do, then fine. Problem is here, Monkey, she wasn't woke enough.
Yes, and it's to your point about the arguments. I understand people having different arguments and coming from different perspectives. But a lot of this seems like just, I need to be outraged. Here's something minor that I can grab onto.
Yes.
Literally what they're talking about in this book is somebody who wears a disguise.
Yeah.
You're not talking about a fucking trans person.
Yeah, and you're actively discrediting the trans movement by doing so, because you are literally saying that to be trans, you just need to put on clothes that girls wear.
Yeah.
The worst thing is, right, and before all of this happened, right, because she wrote that book a couple of years ago, right, and it's only just gone through editorial and everything and is now being published. But it's only now because of her fucking stupid ass being on Twitter saying stupid ass things that people are going, oh, you're transphobe. When she wrote it, I guarantee you she was sat there going, yeah, this'll make her happy. They'll be fine with this. But now something else has happened, and she's fucked. Oh, the poor billionaire.
Right. Guys, questions, comments, concerns, throw them into chat now. We'll start getting to those as the show
I
is
have
wrapping
one more
up.
bit of fucketry that's pretty
Oh,
good.
go ahead, bud.
So Zidane, the Boot News Butcher, shared something on Twitter about how Subway bread is too sweet
It's
to be
technically
classified as
cake.
bread. And some fucking random European was like, in Europe, we're not allowed to feed this American slop to our people. And I quote tweeted something I'm very proud of.
I saw this,
said,
and it
in
was
Europe,
great.
We aren't allowed to serve American slop and claim it's food. And I said, in America, we have guns, freedom of speech, and cake bread. Suck my star-spangled dick.
I saw that. I like that.
It was the Star Spangled Dick is what really got it for me right there, because it's like, is it a butthole or is it a peen? We don't know anymore.
You should get tattoos. Star Spangled your wiener.
Oh, yeah. That's it. How much of a patriot are you, Sin? Time to prove it.
Get Uncle Sam and the eagle on the side of my car.
Yeah, but you got to have, like, right up on the fucking eye at the end. You have to have a star.
I am an American. If it wouldn't hurt like hell, I would get a bald eagle tattooed on my cock. That's just America right there. Oh yeah. Whip that bad boy out and be like,
well, you
America,
actually
baby.
would.
Look,
I'm gonna give you some freedom right now.
I'm going to give you some fucking dollars right now if you do that.
there's nothing I love.
Come on, Sinatra, are we willing
Satsu,
to put
talk
in?
over him.
Are we willing to put in for this guy to get a bald eagle tattooed on his dick? And we want proof, guys. People in the chat. Do we want to see?
Drunkle.
But I want to see it.
I do too.
There is nothing that I like enough in this world to tattoo it on my dick.
Well, see, that's what I was saying. If it
That's
wouldn't hurt
two.
like
That's
hell.
two.
If it wouldn't hurt like hell. Real quick, okay. If transvestite is something we shouldn't say, does that make Rocky Horror Picture Show problematic? Yes, actually it is. I know it's not a good answer, but that's the right the true answer.
You want to give a good answer right here, Monkey? It is how much would it cost for you to get a bald eagle tattooed on your fucking schlong? What's the price? Give me a number.
$5 billion.
Give me a number.
Tom Steyer
I'm not worried about the lead up. I just want the fucking number
I said
right
the
now.
number.
Be the invoice.
You'd listen.
Be the invoice.
$5 billion.
What? Someone really fucking overestimates their own dick, don't
I
they?
have a beautiful dick, man.
Holy shit!
Dark
What I'm
Resurrect.
gonna need to see.
His
Dark
dick is
Resurrect,
the
thank you so
pigeon of
much.
dicks.
This is America's dong. That's right.
America's dog.
5 billion. I'll do it for
Bada
20 quid.
Winter wants to know about our eating habits, guys. Would y'all try a stack of oranges and cream pancakes, a pile of crispy hash browns with bacon in it, and a large can of vanilla milk. No, you don't have to pay for it, Drunkle.
Yeah, sure.
What? Well, yeah, fine. Yeah, fuck it. I'll get in.
I'd eat that.
If I don't have to pay for it, I'm in there.
That sounds edible.
Done. I mean, you made it edible when you said it's free.
Scribbles, you going to try that?
No.
There you go.
Shit, Scribe, you're still here?
Weird. Weird.
With all of the mail-in ballots, how long after the election do you think it will be before
Thought we
winners
drove him
officially
out of this
declared? God, I could see it taking 2 to 3 weeks before we know who wins the election.
Yeah, they said 2 to 3 weeks, and they tried to get both candidates to promise that they won't declare victory ahead of time. I'm like, Biden ain't got nothing to do with that. The fucking media got him covered.
That's it. I mean, same for both sides, though, isn't it? Like, the media is ready. They've got all of their fucking footage filmed and ready to press. They just got to press play. As soon as they get word, they just got to do that. It's like when a celebrity dies and they've got all the footage of them throughout their career and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's just ready to go. It's just ready to go.
Was I the only one who noticed last night that Biden's forehead wrinkles when he gets upset looks like an EKG monitor?
Dude, I thought that guy was turning into a Klingon. He got so emotional. It was terrible.
Aren't you wasting your vote if you vote third party since giant asteroid is going to kill us? Well, at that point, just go looting. Dangerous Spaces asks, Harry Potter clearly encouraged people into witchcraft and wizardry, so we all know what the end result of this book will be. Yes, men running around in dresses killing women.
Well, duh.
Didn't FDR try to stack the court and was told he couldn't do that? Well, he got rejected, yes. But it doesn't mean you can't try. There's no constitutional thing that says the court has to be a certain size. There is a law that limits the size right now, and that law can be changed. It's been changed before. It's been changed to go from 7, where it was before, went up to 9, went back down to 7, and then came back up to 9. There's nothing stopping them from doing that again, and that's why Wallace asked, this is coming from your side. There's a good chance that they will win the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Only takes 4 seats. And if they do, are you going to back this shit? It's a legit question.
Oh, it's
Still
not.
got £500 riding on Trump to win the election here, mate. Not taking it out. Still got that bet on.
I don't know who wins right now.
Right, no, I don't know, but I'm riding it through. I'm riding it fucking through, mate. It's basically evens, so I'll get a fucking £1,000 out of it.
Nice. Didn't have to. Oh, we did that one. Monk, I was in electrical, but Drunkle is looking sus. What is this sus thing?
Oh,
Suspect.
good God, no.
Is that what that is?
Suspect. Yeah. Not
People too lazy to say suspect.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
It's too many syllables.
Sadistic Atheist says, I mean, who the fuck put sugar in bread dough? I mean,
Subway. Doctors did.
Eat fresh.
And sweet.
So people commit crimes because they need Subway bread too? Ugh.
Man, that shit killed me when she said that shit. Are you fucking stupid?
Yes, she is.
Motherfuckers running out of Walmart with fucking loaves of bread. Man. Like, wow,
Yeah,
that loaf of bread looks awfully like a 70-inch screen TV.
That's what I said in my video. It's a flat screen bread. They have some Nike bread.
Yeah, for those of you wondering what we're talking about, AOC said that the crime spike in New York was because people were poor, losing their jobs, and had to decide between rent and eating, so they were stealing bread.
They were stealing bread.
And then she tried to walk it back and say, I was talking about small-time crime. No, you weren't.
Yeah, okay.
We got video, dummy.
Look, she said that shit, and all the black people's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get hella bread off selling this TV.
Maybe that's what she meant. She just watched Airplane and saw the jive part. Angry Illinoisan says, I need to stay awake forever tonight. Can I count on Monkey to entertain me tonight? Oh, probably. I'll probably be around. I got stuff to do. Scribe, can you explain how the old man in the sea is an allegory for homosexuality?
No.
All right. Monkey, does this mean you'll insist Lady Monkey get a tattoo of an eagle's nest? Nah, I'll tell her just to stop cleaning it up, you know. Get that 70s bush. It'll look like an eagle's nest.
As someone who was around in the 70s, I concur.
Well, I've seen porn. I was, 5 at the end of the 70s.
As someone who has also seen porn, I concur.
Yeah, some of that is disturbing.
As someone who's also been disturbed by porn, I concur.
Dude, my first experience with like retro porn was just like, this is a fucking movie. Like it has a plot a story.
Actually, my first experience was just going, do you know what? The camera quality is really not up to standard. If it ain't in HD, you ain't getting this D, you know?
Dick in hand critiquing.
Get fucked!
Sanguine, thank you. Every single yeasted non-sourdough bread needs sugar to work. It is what the yeast ferments to make the bread rise. Well, there you go. There's your answer.
Whereas good porn, I'll leave it there.
You know what? That could have been good.
Yeah, well, I'm not. I just don't trust myself right now. And maybe I'm the imposter. I'm awfully sus.
Would you try deep-fried tomatoes drizzled with honey butter, garlic bread made with 4 cheese, grilled cheese, brown sugar, candied bacon, and a glass of sweet tea?
All right. I can answer this right now. Is it free?
Is it free? Have you guys mentioned that tomorrow is Scribe's 4-year anniversary on YouTube? Oh, I didn't know that.
No shit, Scribe.
No, it's not.
I take every clap back.
No, October 11th, not the 1st, the 11th.
Mine passed recently. I don't even remember when it was.
I mean, now I don't remember if they're talking about like when I actually founded the channel. I don't know. My very first video was October 11th.
Maybe it says on your channel that you created the maybe.
That. Now, in that case, I suppose technically I don't really call my channel starting until after I posted my first video. So
fair, yeah.
But I appreciate the sentiment regardless.
November 2nd, first video channel started and Twitter started as well. That's Drunkle's birthday, November 2nd. You're damn right there's going to be a live stream. 4 years, baby.
4 years?
Yeah.
Are we all on 4 years except Satsu?
4 years old.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, the channel was founded on the 1st, so technically the channel will be 4 years old. But I call the channel's birthday the first video, so that'll be the 11th. That's what I've always celebrated it as.
Yeah, so we're all 4 years old except Satsu. You've been around a bit longer than us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he still looks as young as us, you know. Black
don't crack, man. Yeah. Holy shit.
The po-po coming.
I don't know what the hell's going on. My place has started sounding like Scribes lately. You notice that?
Because you just said crack, and now they're like, oh, yo.
They heard you might be getting good internet.
Keldrick, thank you so much. Says it's that time of year again. Hashtag Scrotus 2020 Moonbase or hashtag Moonbase. Hashtag Plunge the Swamp.
I love it. It's not my country, so if it fucks up horribly, I don't give a fuck.
Dangerous. What do you think is the best argument for Trump to say he's a good choice for POTUS and that Biden's a bad choice?
Excuse me.
Best argument? I don't know.
You'd probably be, you wouldn't be looking at a positive on Trump's side. You'd be looking at a negative aimed at, did you say Obama or Biden?
Biden. Did I say Obama?
Sorry, no, I don't know. I mean, basically, mate, the way people are arguing online right now, they might as well be one and the same. Fucking Trump. Trump coming in and just be like, look, I've actually done more in 4 years than this guy has done in 47 years. He is here to just get paid for this. whereas I'm here for one more term if I can, and then I'm out. You know, who cares most?
Yeah, I'm having trouble coming up with an argument for Trump.
Yeah.
The economy. The economy was doing fantastically.
Yeah, I guess that would be the only way to go, but and it is rebounding after the COVID thing pretty well. But the negatives against Biden, I mean, I would just show a run of the clips that he's fucked up on. You're voting for this guy?
What? Not even say anything. Just run a fucking.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's amazing.
Attack Alpaca, thank you. 4 years you guys have been on YouTube for 180 years. Speaking of Biden's fuck ups, when I got into the Senate 180 years ago, I was like, oh dear fuck. Now some people have suggested that was a joke, and I hope it was, but there's a lot of them that aren't.
Honestly, the whole thing, like Biden is not actually saying any of his policies, and he's not. I mean, this is. I watched the fucking debates as well, man. We all came to the same conclusion. It was just man versus man. It wasn't president versus president. But the fact is, one of them is president right now, and therefore he's got the high ground.
Yeah.
You know, that makes sense?
No, you're right. And in our elections, the incumbent usually wins. Again, I don't know if Trump will win right now or not. He's coming back some, but he's got the full weight of the media strongly against him.
Yeah,
as he did in 2016.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Yeah, they're a lot more desperate this time around than they were before.
They are very desperate, though. But Satsu, I mean, you're a savvy bloke as well. I mean, fucking and Monkey, you're canny as fuck, mate. Like, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Even when they're chatting about Trump being a shit president, his face is still on the TV.
That's true. And one of Biden's biggest mistakes in this is, like I said, he made this entire thing about Trump. Every post that I've seen after this thing set up, all the posts were about Trump, whether they be bad or good. Yeah, everything. I'm like, nobody's talking about Biden.
At least he's not as bad as this. At least he didn't do this and shit like that. Like, people are very, very well aware that they are voting between the less of two evils here.
Yeah.
And that is what's most sad of all in my fucking outlook here.
One thing I will say in Biden's defense, though, Negromancers do live a really long time.
Damn it.
I'm just saying. So you might
Gamer Valine, thank you. Before I head out for lunch, do any of you folks on tonight enjoy driving a manual for the sports field? It's a novel thing for about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, why the fuck am I why do I have to mess with this thing?
Over in the UK, automatics are actually very rare vehicles. Everyone drives a manual. So there's that. You're just so much smarter. You realise that? We're not voting Biden.
But you're on the wrong side of the road.
What, the wrong side of the fucking river, to be honest, mate. We ain't got a vote. But if we did.
I was thinking I should do a segment every week called Deleted Tweets, so I could talk about all the tweets I didn't put up.
Nice.
I would watch the shit out of that, mate. I'm not even lying right now.
This morning.
That's amazing.
This morning, I typed in and then deleted. I wonder how many Negroes Biden absorbed to help him last the entire 90 minutes.
Oh, you should have posted that
I'm
one.
just like,
Good
no.
God. Good God.
Dark Resurrect, thank you. Biden won't say policies because it's going to be Kamala as president, remember? Well, yeah, it's the Kamala administration plus Joe Biden.
That's why I'm really looking forward to the vice president debate as well, because this is the vice president versus the upcoming president if everything goes well, isn't it? With Kamala. We all know Biden's not going to be there. 6 months tops.
I've given him 3, I think was my guess. He's mentally not there. They'll pull the 25th Amendment out and she will be president. So
you got to give it to the Democrats, though. They are playing some 4D chess here, going like, all right, we know this guy's going to die, so let's bring in a progressive black female, and that'll be like everyone's going to go, yay, because this is a progressive black female. Oh, never mind. Forget all the shit she's done previously, against the black community and just people in general.
You know what's weird? They made sure to Indian present, but they didn't. Did they hype up the Asian part?
No.
No, they pretend she's not Asian. Period.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
can't
really,
bring
really
that up.
dodgy
'Cause
one.
You're not allowed to bring them up. With that, we're going to wrap up, guys, because by the time I'm done with this, we will be at the end of the show. But don't fret. Tomorrow, we will be back over on Satsu 2 Cents channel, 9 p.m. Eastern, for more Lords of the Night. Drunko, where can they find AAA?
They can find AAA on the Sinatra Says channel on YouTube at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. AST, 4:30 Central on Friday.
That's
but
right.
here's a cheeky little reminder that me and my man Phil Gilmore are doing a boys' night tomorrow in anticipation for the upcoming episode of The Boys, episode 7 out of 8 for the second of the season. And we're going to be discussing what has happened, what we think is going to happen. We got a little game at the end as well. Sinatra's our guest. It's going to be fucking brilliant. That is 11:30 p.m. GMT, 6:30 p.m. EST, 5:30 Central.
And Sin, you got anything coming up that people can find you real quick?
Videos Friday.
There you go. I almost said Sinatra when I just said that. Scribe, where can they find you? Are you going to be doing a TEDx tomorrow?
I don't know. Who am I again?
Your Scribe.
Where is my scribe?
Well, tomorrow maybe a TED Excellence, or it may be me and Satsu doing a follow-up of bringing up anti-racist baby, but you'll have to watch Twitter and find out which one we do.
No shit. That
That's what I
sounds
got planned.
amazing. I'm in. I love it.
Yeah, there's a first half of that one already, Drunkle.
Oh, no shit. Oh, fuck. All
Yeah.
right. So.
Dark Resurrect, thank you. Good night, Lords of the Night, Extras, and Chat Heathens. Good night, sir. God, I almost called you Scribe.
I'm out. Bye.
Satsu, anywhere they can find you.
He's out.
The most important thing is to subscribe to my cooking channel because my goal has been 1,000 subs before the end of the year, and we're at 760 already. So
Get in. Love
keep
it.
it coming. I got content coming out at least once a week, finally consistently now. So there's stuff to watch, and if you're catching up, there's plenty of old content to watch. So let's get to that 1,000 mark, please. That would be awesome.
We were on about doing something gaming wise as well, right, Scribe?
What?
Sometime, at some point in the future. I'm just saying, keep an eye on that.
I missed something. What?
Gaming, you and Drunk.
Scribe, sorry, Satsu, my bad. Wrong one.
Okay, bye.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
Bye.
Wrong one.
Good night, Scribe.
Hey, Scribe, you're invited too. Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Guys, links for Sinatra and Drunkle's channel are below, as well as Satsu's cooking channel. Go check it out, guys. Let's see. I will be around somewhere. Watch my Twitter. There will be a Monkey in the Morning eventually, and I'll game because I can't stop. But I'd like to thank Drunkle and Sinatra for coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Hoorah.
And Scribbles and Satsu, a pleasure as always, gentlemen.
Whatever.
Whoever I am.
Harsh, isn't it?
Everyone, have a wonderful night. We will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Two white
Right.
guys, and he starts complaining.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's the weirdest ending
Imagine
ever.
if we said that to you.
Your lives make me sad.